Yeah, welcome everyone. I think the mic was off. Let's see what the market has to offer to us. As I was saying earlier, I had a few trades on ALBT, few green trades and then a few red ones. We're gonna discuss those a little bit later on. First, let's see what the opening bell has to offer us. I don't have high expectations. I don't think this today looks also a slow day. But let's watch. It looks like it doesn't want to go. So we have this for a minute. We have a trial to go to break that resistance at 130, and it failed. So at the open, usually there is a high volatility, and it's better not to get involved. Let's see if it build a base at this level and then tries to break 130 again. Have this coming back. I'm in. Oh, okay. I'm in at 127. We're looking for the break of 130 and move up to 138 into a hold up. Stop loss 120. It breaks 130. I'm looking to add, following the Jesse Livermore strategy. It looks weak, and I'm out. Oh, it looks weak. Another small loss, $5, and it failed again. Well, better to take a small loss than take a big one, that's for sure. SNDK. SNDK has offered us a few opportunities in the past few days. 39, 640. $35. Looks interesting for a short. It looks too strong. It looks too strong. I'll give it a few more minutes to make it a little bit more obvious. MGN is on hold, going up at 178. Oh, look at that. ALBT complete rejection. 122, 109. I had 400 shares here. I prepared 400 shares to short it, but at the open, it's risky because it can anytime it can just spike up on high volume. So I'll just wait and see if it gives us a good entry later on. CLRO on hold going up, low volume, almost non-existent. PRX, BFLY. This is a bigger market cap. It broke the resistance at 420. I think it had earnings. Yeah. Yeah. Go. A 1.2 billion market cap, quite high. Not very interested. NDK made a round trip. Okay. Good I didn't short it here. I was looking to break the support at 636 and then get into the trade. Still not tradable. It's a very cheap stock, 57 cents. I don't like this cheap because the commissions are really high on the cheaper stock. Boring day. It's unfortunate that we don't have much to work with, but that's an opportunity to exercise discipline again. Exercise patience. Tesla is taking a drop. And nothing crazy. We need something with high momentum, high volatility, and clear price action. Well, while we're waiting for something to pop up, let me go through the trades this morning and break them down, see how I traded by using the Livermore strategy. So this stock ALBT had the news. I've got in, let me bring this up. First trade was at 77 cents. Once initially I didn't think it's gonna make a nice move, so I didn't get into it until this spike at 77 cents with 200 shares. So I entered here and then I got out at 86.5. I got out around here where I saw these wicks where it signaled to me weakness. Then I got back in at 93.2. So when it showed continuous strength at 93 after this 1 minute pullback. So why did I enter here? I took the 1 minute pullback as a stop loss and as support because there was no big rejection and the pullback was really small. I've entered 93 with a stop loss at 89, 88. So basically it's about 5 cents, right? And then by using the Livermore strategy to adding to the winners, once I was on profit, I've added at 97.7 here. So now I was in with 400 shares, but my trade was already green, right? And then let's see. Yeah, and had this nice strong pop here. I didn't sell here because I was waiting to see whether the stock is gonna continue after a pullback. So I waited for the 1 minute pullback, and when it got back up, it was weak. So I got out at 115. 115 around here. Now in those two trades, I've made $100. So on the first trade, I made $18, and the second one I made 78. Then I go back in at 124 here for the break of high of day, but it failed. So it had a spike, it broke through, but it couldn't hold the price, and it came back. So when it came back, I got out for a small $2 profit. Then I tried again to short it at 170. I think it was around here. It failed as well to have a no here, sorry. It failed to have a big drop. I was looking to have a drop towards $1 level. It failed. I got out again for another $2 win. Then then I was expecting to make another move higher, which was wrong of me, and I made a few bad mistakes, a few stupid trades. I was a bit over trading in this area, and I had 2, 4, 6, 7 trades in a row, losing the trades. Now, that's not really a big issue because I trade like that. I take 2, 3, maybe even 4 tries before I get the winning trade. By keeping the losses small, I can lose 3, 4, 5 trades, and then I get the good one, and then I recover all the losses plus profit. So you can see here, even though I had 7 trades in a row, red, I'm still green on the day. So yeah, I gave back almost all my profit, about 90% of my profit. I was up $100, and now I'm up 42 before commissions, and after commissions I'm up $8. But I didn't lose any money, I just lost the profit. So that's risk management, keeping losses small, so when I get the good one, the good trade, then I can make a profit and not dig myself out of the hole. All right, now let's see if the market gives us anything. Really quiet in the past few weeks. So for people who didn't trade in the past few weeks, they didn't miss much. They probably avoided losses. Yeah, actually, let me show what some of those trades looked like. 246 to 235. So first loss, what was it? Oh, that's on a BGL. Oh, no, not a ALBT. 126, 122. So I was looking for this breakout to break the 126, go through the high of day and make a new high. So I got in at 126 and got out at 122. That's really good because even though it was over trading, it was a mistake to get in without having a clear pattern. Once I have seen that it is not working, I got out. Small loss. Then I tried to short it. And then another small loss. And then here I took a bigger position with 300 shares at 126 again for that breakout. I'm not sure. I think it was here. And it failed again. So I had a few losses, but it didn't destroy my account. That's the main reason. Survive to trade another day. It's not a bad thing that I didn't make a big profit. It would be really bad if I made a huge loss. So main thing, protect the account. Risk management. That's the main thing. Risk small to make big wins. Would have traded a bit better if I would have got in earlier, but it is what it is. In a slow market, I didn't expect much. Let's watch this because we're reclaiming the 20 EMA. It looks promising. Looks interesting here. Hold tap at 128. 60,000 shares seller, 30,000 shares seller. Volume is increasing. NDRA. Interesting. Waiting to hold on low volume. Resumed at 523. Waiting to another hold at 570 with higher volume. Okay, let's put it on watch. What was it? NDRA. Announces favorable iOS liver device study results. So let's go good news. This looks like good news at 6.6 million market cap. Had no reverse split. Lowest of the year, 297. I think it's all-time low, 297. Resumption at 575. Let's see how they stop. Resumption should be in a minute. Here we go. Bit dropping. You're holding 560. Does, 574. Stop loss around 540. So that's 30 cents risk. Now we wanted to go into another hold up. At 628 is the new level. I'm getting out. It seems weak. It was a 0.80 cents trade, green trade, but I lost $2 on commission, so it's a red trade. ALBT will hold down at $1. Missed this one. Probably they announced an offering now. Watch for another entry. Still green on the day. $7 after commissions. Oh man. I'll give it another try here. In at 570 again. Stop loss at 540, another 30 cents risk. No, I'm out. $19 loss. No, I'm red on the day, but it's a small loss. I was expecting from here to go into a hold up, but it failed again twice. So I had to get out. Sometimes we need 2-3 trials until we get the right one. Oh, it's holding down without an offering. Some big sellers here, 2.8 million shares. Yeah, you just have to be really careful. Just have to go for the right one and for the safe one. Just wait for the right setup. NDRA. NDRA now it's going on to a hold down. So I took a small risk and I took a small loss, but I didn't get caught into the hold down. So look, if I would have stayed from 570, now I would be down about $60. And if resumption is at 5, that would make it $70 plus the commission 72. So instead of having a 72 loss, I had only a $19. So that's a win. Even though it's a red trade, that's a win for risk management and for my account and also for my mental health. So I can stay focused, cool, calm. And wait for the next one. That's what trading is. Just hunter of volatility and manager of risk. Had this company here had bad earnings. EOSE down 40% on the day. And HCTI. I had the HCTI on watch, and I had, can see here, I had 200 shares borrowed to short it, but when the opportunity arose, it was here, and at 8:10 I was trading ALBT, so I missed it. I missed this move because I was trading ALBT. Is what it is. You can't catch them all. I paid, I think, $2 for locates. And now maybe it's too late to get in. The chances of a winning trade are much smaller now. There will be other opportunities. There's always another opportunity around the corner. I will. Now, when I look on the inside, I'm thinking it looks like a good short. Get in at 543 with a stop loss at 570. Well, it's too late. It looks much easier once the move happened than before the move happened. ELBT, I think it's done for me. I don't expect to give me an opportunity anymore. SNDK. SNDK is going up and down, up and down. Choppy. There's no clear pattern right now. But I would like to see it going from 640 to 540. Oh, that would be awesome. I also can go to 1,000. We just need to watch for that good entry, good pattern. We had a trap on BGL today. This is a spike from 223 to 3 and then all the way back down. But that was a trap there. That was avoided. NDRA resumed. Where are you? Here. Resumed. Now let's see. Is this a 5-minute pullback and it goes back up, or it's done? Locate our chip on this. People who want to short it are they can borrow shares easily. Okay, there is action going in. This is a bit risky trade. I got in at 550. That was a bit high, but I'm expecting to have that jump into a hold, and I might be wrong again. Yeah, I'm out. That was a stupid trade. $25. That was a stupid trade. I got in too high. I guess it was a little bit of FOMO. I didn't want to miss it. I wanted to catch the move. But still a manageable loss. Hey, here we go again. We give it another try. This low volume, 80,000. We need to break this 550. If it builds a foundation, consolidates above the 20 EMA, then that would be a bullish sign. Seems like it's failing, unfortunately. There we go. We didn't get that move. Sell off. Now going to hold at 463. Sellers are adding up on the ask. Resumption 440. And I think that's done. But AEHL. Looks like the market is red today. SPY is down 3 points. There's nothing. The leading gap rate's 100%. Not much going on. If you have any questions, please ask them in the chat and I will try to answer them. When the market is low, the game is about patience. The game is about waiting for the right one, for the right stock, right price action, right setup. Running after anything that pops up wouldn't bring profits, it would bring losses. And we don't want that. I have on my left screen 14 charts, 12 charts, watching 12 stocks, but none of them look anything interesting. NDRA, altcoin down at 10:07, resumption in 3 minutes. I wish I took this short here. This was a good entry for a short. Missed it as well. This could have been one entry, and this could have been the second one with a 520 with a 30 cents risk. The problem with the low volume stocks, they can go into a hold up very, very quickly. So if you're shorting here at 520 and the hold up is 560 or 570, and then a big buyer comes with 600,000 shares, then the price just goes straight into a hold. And if you don't see that very quickly, then you get trapped into a hold. And when you get trapped, then you can't sell, you can't buy, you can't do anything. And the price can resume $1, $2. You never know. Depends on the buyer, how strong the buyer is. It can resume at 6, 7, 8. So that's the risk of shorting. When you short a stock, the risk to lose is technically unlimited. But when you buy, you can only lose the value that you put in. So if you buy $100 worth of stock and the stock goes from 5 to 0, you only lose $100. But if you short with $100 and the stock goes to 1,000, then you can lose more than $100, more than in your initial investment. That's why shorting is really risky sometimes, especially on the small market cap stocks and low volume. That's a beautiful sell. Yeah, just a round trip. Started at 4:30 and now it's just back to 40 where it started. Just a round trip without news. DRA. Yeah, and DRA had no news. No, actually, sorry, it did have news. Oh, liver device demonstrate high-level consistency in clinical study. Yeah, it did have news, and it was good news, but seems like it didn't hold up. It wasn't good enough. That's why when you, for example, as I got in here and he failed, so I got in at 570. I bought his 100 shares at 570, anticipating to break the 6 and go into a hold up. But when he failed to do that, I got out quickly with only a I think on this trade at 570, a $19 loss, and on the second one 549, I think it was here, another $25 loss. But that's a small loss compared with what I would have lost if I held it, hoping and wishing. Like that's one of the biggest mistakes traders make. If the trade goes against them, they wish and hope the market will come back, the stock will come back, the stock will some whatever buyer will come and will buy the stock. So wishing is not good in the stock market. Hoping is not good in the stock market because it can make small losses really big. And that's one mistake that most traders do. They held for too long. They hold the stock until desperation. So some trader would buy here and hold until here, hoping it will go back up. And the second mistake traders do is they even add. That's one of the worst mistakes to do, to add to a loser. So never add to a loser. So they, let's say they would buy here at 570 and then they hope the stock will go up and the stock drops, right? And then they see this 1 minute spike and they would say, oh, I'm going to buy another 100 shares because when the stock will go up to 570, I will be already on the profit and then I'll make more money. But that's bad thinking because they will add here and then the stock reverses and now they have doubled their losses and the stock keeps going down and now they are scared to sell because the loss is too big, so they hope even more the stock will go back because they can't handle the loss, so they hold it and then the stock drops even more. So when they get here, well, some people maybe even get liquidated, like they lose all the money in the account, or they sell for a huge loss. So never average down into a loser. Never buy into a loser. Jesse Livermore teaches us a pyramiding strategy to add to a winner where the risk is low. Averaging down and buying into a loser will just increase the risk, increase the losses. So if the trade already is in against you, so the stock already proved that your initial opinion, initial trade is wrong, why would you add to a wrong conclusion? You should just get out, keep the losses small, do another analysis, find another entry, find another opportunity, and then get back in. Don't add to a wrong trade or a bad trade. I see the whole market is dropping now. SPY dropping from, okay, SNDK. I missed this one. Oh, look at that, 639, 617. And Tesla as well. So it looks like a red market with very few opportunities to go long. My wish might come true now. We'll say SNDK, we have a support, a 612. That was today's low. And we have 621, yesterday's low. Already broke the 621, and now it's 613 level. Yeah, I'm looking for a small trade here. Oh, nice. I missed that entry. ALBT coming back. Oh, now my attention is dispersed. That curling back up, that looks strong. I liked the SNDK better. Look at that. I missed this entry. That was beautiful. That was perfect to enter here. And I missed it. Now I don't want to chase it to enter this long and then have a pop back up, but looks good. Mm. Doesn't bounce. ALBT. Going for the break. Hopefully I'm getting into this at 118 and stop loss at 113. Let's see if he has that power to go back now. I think the SNDK, I've missed it. It's already too late to chase it now. The risk is too high. That was a really good trade on SNDK, but I've missed it. I've missed the right entry on it. This don't like it. Too slow. I'm out again. $6 loss. Failed. SNDK. Well, if we get a pullback on SNDK on a 5-minute chart, then I'm looking to get back in, but right now it's too risky. See, the greatest entry would have been here. You see how they had this wedge in a downtrend. So overall it was a downtrend and had this wedge like a rising support it was. And once it broke that support, then the sell-off started. So but entry at 635 would be amazing, and then maybe add again, and then here another entry. So we had maybe 2-3 entries, ideal entries that I've missed. That doesn't mean it wouldn't go crazy low. It can go, the sell-off can carry on and can make a big move down, but it's too risky for me to get in here. You miss it, you miss it. Is what it is. Let's see if there's any news. Nothing significant. NVIDIA. Oh, NVIDIA dropped as well. What's going on here? So it's possible that NVIDIA created this drop in the market. For some reason, NVIDIA. It's always a puzzle to solve. It's a mystery to solve what's happening, why it's happening. You need to find it at the right time. And then the emotional, the psychological side where you have to not give in to FOMO, not take too much risk, not get in too late or too early. Yeah, I don't see anything significant. It's just probably just a technical sell-off. See, look at that. So we had this drop. So if I would have got in here at 609 and look at that pop, that's why chasing is not good. I could have get in here hoping and wishing that will go down and then have this pop and go even more red. I'm already red on the day. I would have lost even more here. High of 619. Not easy to read. Definitely not easy to read. If you have any questions, please do ask in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Sell-off looks like it wants to continue, but still not a good entry for me. ALBT looks like it's consolidating above the 20 MA. Didn't make that pop yet. Yeah, 607. This looks interesting. does low of the 607 looks like it's holding up. The buyers are holding that level. CBFLY. Not interested. High market cap and more moves. Getting in at 612 with the stop loss at 618. About 6 points risk. Let's see if he breaks through that 607 support. The Tesla is dropping as well. Went from 415 down to 405. Buy is down as well from 693 down to 684. So that's 10 points down on SPY and 10 points down on Tesla. About 50 on SNDK. Actually, what was the previous close? 626, but the open high 656, and high of the day was 669. So that's a 60 points drop. It looks like it doesn't want to break through. I lower my loss. My stop loss will be now at 615. High of this candle. We give it a little bit of room, give it a chance to go, and not forcing. We're not forcing the trade. We have to go with the market, and we have to go with the path of least resistance. I'm hoping the down is the path for now. But if it doesn't work, I will get out at 615 for a 3 point loss. getting out now. I'm gonna wait until then for a what, $5 loss maybe. I got out too early, but I had a feeling. Anyway, I'm ready to get back in if it goes again. Looks like my feeling was good. Oh, nice. Good job. Well, I took a small loss for $5 loss plus commission, whatever, $7 loss, but manageable. Not a big deal. It didn't work. We just watch for another entry. Yeah, I failed to break the 607 support. Now, what I'm looking for is to make this 5-minute pullback and then not to go above the 20 EMA, the blue line, and then to see another sell-off. So I might get back in once I see a confirmation of sell-off later on. I was planning to short this one, and I forgot about it. $3 move, not too bad. A $3 move, 20 cents a day keeps the bills away. That's what they say, right? ALBT, long consolidation here. I'm not sure if it's gonna give us anything. See, I had a small loss here, 118. What was it? ALBT, yeah, 118. I got in here 118 for the break of 120, 130. It failed. I got out for a small loss, and the sell-off continued. The same regard in TRA. Look at that, just stalled off completely. So it was good for the bears, for the sellers, not good for the bulls. Now I'm short. I wish I shorted it, right? Made quite a lovely move. 447. Oh, Yeah, it was not too bad. And locates were cheap. Mm. So it seems that I had a bad read on this, so I just couldn't understand what was happening. And yeah, I missed it. Seems that we are approaching 4 o'clock and not much happening. See if this trend confirms. What we're looking for is more sell-off. And the price action fell below the 20 EMA. It looks like ALBT doesn't want to give us that breakout here above the 130. We had a consolidation and then whatever try fail this was, and it's either needs a longer consolidation or it's a failure and drop down. So I'm just watching and wait for the next one. Who's watching right now? Give us a sign in the chat. Let's see how many watchers we have today. What are you looking for? So we have one confirmation of a sell. So we have this lower high. That's the first sign of the sell. Now let's see if we get a second one and a third one. Even this small with these big market caps, they usually have trend. They have a long sell-off or a long buy. Well, when there is nothing to trade, there is nothing to trade. Just wait and save our capital, save the money for the right time, the right opportunity, the right entry. Don't waste it on bad setups. Then you have nothing for the good ones. see DBGI down 23% on the day. Really low volume, risky stuff. That's EOSE. This was a good one early in the morning. HCTI. Yeah, HCTI traded it last night from 750 to 8 or 9, somewhere around this area. Made a small profit on it. And then I was looking to short it. And when I was looking on, when it had this drop here at 805, I was trading ALBT and I missed it. I had 200 shares borrowed for the short, and I didn't use them. I paid them for nothing, and then later on I didn't get back in. This was choppy. Look at this wicks and at this noise. There was no clear entry, clear trade there. ALBT still confused. LBT doesn't know where to go, up or down. For now it just goes sideways. Tight range. What is this? 107, 8 cents rate, 10 cents range. Okay. The only good trade, it was the good opportunity. It was on ALBT from 75 to 120. So what would be 45 cents. That was one. And SNDK short this area from 636 to 611, so it will be 20 points. So I think these were the only really clear moves that happened today. There was nothing else. Oh, maybe NDRA, the third one. But this was a bit more risky. This was on a lower volume. So shorting this area, maybe, but not. Let's say I'd give it a 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10, where 10 is the best setup. It's indicate, does he want to give us a second leg lower? This was beautiful. This was a real nice sell-off with a low risk entry for me, but I've missed it. You can't catch them all, is what they say, right? We've got, what is this? AF JKU on hold up. There is no volume whatsoever on this. I don't know what is massive in here. Spread is 32 to 48, $16 spread. Yeah, rubbish. UH, hold going down, resumption at 80 cents. Don't know what's happening here, but it doesn't look good to me. Had another drop here from $1, nothing, and then drop again. Too cheap. It's under $1. Commissions are high at this price because of the size. Not interesting. Well, it's 1 minute to 4 o'clock London time, but that is 11 o'clock New York time. And it seems like no more action. Well, it's not like there was a lot of action, it's just now it's even worse. Apart from the 3 potential trades that we had today, it was really nothing interesting, nothing really good. SBV. I think I traded this before and made quite a move. Oh yes, look at that. Went from 150 to $10 in few days, 3 days. I've traded that. Well then, big week here, another one. A lot of rejection. So I think the potential to make a big move on this stock is pretty low. I have some hopes on SNDK. Now we've got some confirmation of the sell-off. So go 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5 confirmations. Now what we need is an acceleration to the sell-off and preferably a breakthrough 6 or 7. And that could be grouping until 583. There's some support, strong support of 583 and 542. It's been this stock is up over 1,000% in less than a year. So in September was $50 and now it's 600. So over 1,200%. And what was that? September. Or 6 months. Wow, 6 months, 7 months, let's say. In 7 months, it went up 1,200%. That was really impressive. Crazy move. I think for I think for the long-term investors, that was quite a lottery ticket who bought around that area and held until now. Must be really happy right now. Yeah, boring. Well, it's past 4 o'clock now, and the volatility usually decreases even more after 4 o'clock. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll take a break, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you stay safe, stay green, and trade small in this slow market. Keep the losses small. I'll see you next time.